Alright guys, hi, it's Rami with Rami Tech. Finally making a video after I think it's been like 3.5 years. But what I decided to come back and make a video about was how to mine cryptocurrency or mine some Bitcoin with your computer. So just like a little update, I got a gaming PC. I rigged it up with 2 graphics cards and I learned how to use it to mine. So it's really easy to kind of just get your like personal hardware, your computer or whatever you already have to start mining. And the way you do so is with NiceHash. So basically you go to nicehash.com. It's super straightforward, and then you'll just hit try mining now. That'll give you the download of the NB Quick Miner. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, this works really well. However, if it's an LHR, so the new like the 3060s, 3070s, 3080s, so the TI versions are all LHR, and some of the V2 versions of the 3060, 3070, 3080, so some of the newer ones that have come out, those are LHR locked. And if you're gonna if you have an LHR locked card, you're gonna want to use the normal NiceHash software. So just real quick, okay, so I just got in, and as you can see, I have 0 active rigs, 1 inactive rig. It'll count NiceHash and the NiceHash Quick Miner as each as their own rigs. So the NiceHash Quick Miner, that'll just kind of run in the taskbar of your computer. It'll just be there, and you'll manage it through this web page that'll be on NiceHash after you log in. However, if you go to mining, you can download the miner or add an ASIC, which is like something that's dedicated to just mining. Then you get this, and I like this much more. And for LHR cards, it's much better because you can go to plugins and you can download NBminer. That is very important for the LHR locked cards. NBminer helps with the LHR lock, unlocking their potential to about 70%. So personally, with a 3060 Ti, I get a hash rate about 39 mega hashes, whereas my 2060 Super, which is not LHR locked, gets about 40. So together I get about 80. And that makes me $5 to $6 per day if it's running all day. So you'll want to go to the plugins, you'll want to get NBminer going. Then you go to the benchmark, and for me, so in benchmark, I turned off like Octopus, Cowpow, whatever, and all I left is Dagger Hashimoto for Excavator, which is the normal quick miner thing, and then NBminer, which is what it usually uses. So whichever ones you have activated, your card and NiceHash will determine which will make you the most money. So then it runs that. The reason I turn these other ones off is even when they become profitable, my graphics card will get really hot, like 75 to 80. And the maximum you really want it is about 70. Sometimes one of my cards will get to 71. But the 3060, if I leave it on NBminer or Excavator, it only gets to about 68 maybe, and sticks around 66 oftentimes. So anyhow. So the way you'd run it after that, and I'm not going to hit it because my computer is using the graphics card to like record this, but you just hit start mining and it would go. And then over here in devices, it'll show you the profitability, how much the hash rate is right here. And actually, I can run my secondary card. So running the secondary card really quick. Actually, before I run that, I should show you guys. You will probably already have it. You just quick Google MSI Afterburner. It's free. It looks like this. It's a graphics card overclocking tool. So checking this out, this is from NiceHash themselves. So if you look at the 3060 Ti, the recommended settings is a -500 for the for core clock and plus 1200 for the memory clock, and then a power limit of 130. I just keep my power limit at about 60%. So as you can see here, we're at the 3060 Ti. And these are my mining settings. I save them to 5. The way you do that is after you tweak the settings, you hit save, then you click where you want to save it, and then when you want to activate that, you do that. So I always keep the fan speed at 100 to keep my graphics cards as cool as possible. Temperature limit, I keep it down at 66. I've noticed that that's worked well for me. Power limit at about 60. And then the memory clock. So when I do anything above like 1050, my card will crash, and the miner will rerun and everything. So I noticed at 1000 it does not crash. So I keep it at plus 1000. The core clock, I do not do negative 500 because I found that the LHR lock will have trouble getting bypassed, and it does a little bit better at about negative 225, which is what I have it at now. So that's where I keep that. And let me put these settings back. I probably shouldn't have changed those because that's the graphics card I'm using to record this. And then if you go over here to the 2060 Super, the settings I have for this are... Oh. It decided to get rid of the settings. So the settings I had were more like that with that, and let's save that to right there. Let me fix this. Save, oops, save. No, I want it like that. Perfect. Okay. So I don't know how those settings got messed up, but I just saved them to 5, and as you saw there, you can see how I save it. Now when I click 5, that's what it chooses. So I can reset, and then click 5, and it goes back to these settings. I found these settings work well, and if you look at the 2060 Super, right here, negative 50 and plus 850, I found that negative 260 and plus 729 has worked well for me, with the lowest power limit possible on that, which is a 71%, and the temp limit at 65, 66 seems to work well for me. So now that we got that going, you can see I'll hit run. Command prompt will just keep going through. And then over here you'll see the temperature update, the load, the fan speed, the profitability, and then the hash rate, which should be at about 40, 41 for this card. And then, yeah, so this is a good guide for the overclocks, but, like, you're going to have to tweak it yourself a little bit for what works for your card. So right here, as you can see, it's running at 41, profitability of 0.04. So this card on its own has a profitability of about 2.66 US dollars per day, that much Bitcoin. And that is just this one card. So when I'm running the 2, at any given time, it's making about $5 to $6 in the day. And that's slowly added up over a couple months. I've made a couple $100. So I thought that's pretty cool. But yeah, super simple. Definitely recommend downloading the mining manager if you're going to have an LHR card. And that's worked pretty well for me. Trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, it's really straightforward, and then like from here it'll slowly go into a wallet that you can access on the website or on your phone app, and then from that wallet you can withdraw to Coinbase. Is really easy to withdraw to. They do it for free, I think. You can also withdraw to any wallet address that you have. Just make sure that, so when I do this, it makes my money in Bitcoin. I'm assuming yours will also be made in Bitcoin. Make sure you withdraw the Bitcoin to a Bitcoin wallet, or you'll lose it if you like withdraw it to an Ethereum wallet or something else, for example. So yeah, as you can see, this thing's just running. Temperatures went up a little bit, and normally for me will cap out at about 70, 71. And you really want to keep it as cool as possible. You do not want it always running in the mid 70s. I'd say 70, 71 is like a maximum you want it to run at, and that should be okay. But I can stop that for now. Don't need that up. And we'll put these settings back to normal because those settings are not good for gaming. They're not good for other things. You're actually making the graphics card weaker and then allocating a lot of power to the memory so that it can handle whatever it has through the mining. But yeah, so that's really all you need. MSI Afterburner to help optimize the card. NiceHash, you'll make an account and everything, and then you'll just get in there and then you can just let it run. And if you happen to like live in the basement, or you know it's becoming winter, it's cold, you can actually use this and it will heat the space up. It'll definitely heat a room up using your gaming PC. Obviously, if you have a rig or anything else like that, you can also manage it with NiceHash, but for me, I'm just using my gaming computer. It's definitely been a lot of fun kind of learning how to do all the mining and starting to make some crypto and like saving up in my wallet. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys soon.